there and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Angie and I'm a chemist who loves makeup. Today I want to share with you some of what have been my favorite products over the past few months, both makeup and skincare wise, what minimal makeup I've been wearing, and a little bit of the science behind them. And at the end, I will give you a little bit of a life update, so if that is of interest to you, you can watch till the end. But for now, let's just get into some of my favorite products. So because I wear a mask all the time, I only do the top half of my face above the mask, and I've been wearing very lightweight makeup when I am wearing makeup. So the first one that I'm going to talk to you about is the MAC Strobe Cream. So this is it's like a primer, liquid highlighter, lotion kind of thing going on. I really like this, A, because it does have kind of a glow to it, but it also does make my skin feel very hydrated after. It does have glycerin, sodium hyaluronics. These are humectants. These are going to help draw water to the skin. It does have mica and colorants, but they're very low on the list. They are very subtle, but do give a noticeable glow. There are a lot of emollients in this, so it does make it feel very soft. Those are things like dimethicone, cetyl reconoleate, and glycerol diastereate, for example. This is a great product just to give you kind of that healthy glow. You can either put it all over your whole face, which I enjoy doing, or you can even put it in targeted areas to get like specifically highlighted areas. So the next product is foundation, and the one that I've been using pretty much this whole time is the Milani Screen Queen Foundation. I did make a video about this, so I'm not going to get too heavy into the ingredients in here. I will link it up above if you do want to see more about the ingredients. But this foundation is very good as a lightweight foundation. You do want to make sure that you have hydrated skin. If you have dry skin, if your skin feels dry when you apply it, it can stick into one spot. But it's very lightweight, it's very natural look. I am currently wearing, and I'm in the shade 220 in case you are interested in it, but it has been my go-to lightweight everyday foundation. The next product is mascara, and the one that I've been using is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. This one I would focus less on ingredients on why it's beneficial, although the formula is good because it's not very clumpy. The concentration of the waxes is a little bit less, my guess would be, and it does have butylene glycol in it, which also is going to thin out the formula, and it has nylon 12, which helps it spread easily. But the brush, I think, is the thing that is most important. It has a I'll put a picture of it up on the screen, but it's very tapered. The bristles are very short and thin, so this gives you the lengthening without having very thick lashes, and this has been something that I've been drawn to lately. Some others mascaras I've loved have been like the Lancome, Monsieur Big Mascara, ones like that that are very thick and dramatic, but since I've been going with a more natural look, this mascara is very good for lengthening, but not making them look super thick, so they have more of that natural long appearance to them. So the next product I'm going to talk about is the concealer I've been using, and that is the Makeup Forever Self-Setting Concealer, and I also made a video about the ingredients in this, so I will link that up above as well for you to watch if you want to learn more about the ingredients. But I love this particular one because it works very well with lightweight foundations. I wasn't the biggest fan of this when I tried it. It was adequate, but I wasn't a huge fan. But now that I've been wearing lightweight makeup, I just use it to highlight under my eyes. It's not going to cover fine lines. It's not going to cover up things like that. But if you just want something to cover up the darkness underneath, brighten up underneath your eyes or wherever, this is going to be a great one for you. It's very lightweight. I like it a lot. Next I'm going to talk about is the Fenty bronzer, particularly the powder bronzer. I do have both, but I do prefer the powder bronzer, especially because I do like to use powder because otherwise I get kind of oily throughout the day. So this product is really great because it does last a long time. Be careful if you get this to not be too heavy-handed on your bronzer because it does spread well, but it'll stay where it gets put down, if that makes sense. So it'll last, but you gotta be careful. It has synthetic floral phlogopite, which is a synthetic version of mica as its first ingredient, the most in concentration in here. And magnesium myricate is the second ingredient, and this helps with skin adhesion, hence why it stays put so well, as well as the spreadability. And I think this is really important in this formula because it does spread well. It doesn't just stick where it is, but it does spread well, but it's not gonna come off it's not gonna come off easily, if that makes sense. And a lot of the ingredients in this are powders that are supposed to have a nice texture to them. So this feels very soft on the face. It doesn't feel like a very dry powder that feels kind of rough, if that makes sense. It has a very soft feeling to the skin when you apply it. So now we're gonna move into skincare. So my first thing I'm gonna talk to you about is sunscreen. And this is gonna be a sunscreen that I love to wear. I wear it under makeup all the time. It works great under makeup. It works great all the time. And it makes your skin feel hydrated afterwards. It feels moisturized. It doesn't feel like you have a thick layer on. It does use chemical sunscreens or organic sunscreens, as we would like to call them, which are avobenzone, homosalate, oxybenzone, and it does have denatured alcohol in it, which I personally don't mind. This is because when I apply this, it's after I applied all my skincare. So any alcohol that is in here isn't going to take away all that hydration and moisturization that I've already prepped my skin with. It's just going to help this dry down so I can have my adequate sun protection. I think the reason why this one works so good under makeup is because there's a lack of film formers. They're very, very low down on the list. So when you have these film formers, you put them a lot of times in long wear foundation, in water resistant sunscreens, sport sunscreens. So sometimes why it's hard to apply foundation on top of your sunscreen because it has that film on there. And that's to help it make it last longer. By not having this, it isn't going to be super water resistant. So if you're sweaty, but if you're gonna wear makeup, you're probably not doing a lot of activity. So it's probably not of concern to you that your sunscreen that you are wearing underneath your makeup is water resistant. But I love to use it for day to day. So the next product we're gonna discuss is the Youth to the People Adaptogen Moisture Cream. So this I got along with a bunch of other Youth to the People products a while ago. If you've been on my channel, I'm sure you heard me talk about them a few times, and I really love their superfood moisturizer, and then I tried this one finally. So this one definitely to me functions better as something you use for occlusive purposes, meaning to keep your skin hydrated. I'd recommend using like a hydrating serum or something else underneath this. This isn't like, there's not a lot of humectants in here, but this has things like sunflower oil, squalane, things that are going to keep your skin hydrated and prevent transepidermal water loss while still being lightweight. So I like to wear this after I put on all my serums and other stuff like that. But you do need humectants, but this is a great one to help keep your skin hydrated. So if that has been a problem for you, this would be really good. It is kind of expensive. It's $58, but I do really enjoy this one and I've been using it a lot lately, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Next is a face wash I've been using. I usually use a lot of high-end face washes that I talked about a few times, but I wanted to go pick up one from Target that was fairly inexpensive, and that is the Neutrogena Daily Gentle Foaming Facial Cleanser. I was very worried about using a Neutrogena cleanser. I have not used one for a long time. I have very, very terrible memories of the acne wash that they used to have that I used when I was a teenager, and I just remember it really over drying my skin. This one does not have salicylic acid in there, so that helps a lot. And it does say foaming, but it's not really foaming at all. It's not like it doesn't lather up into a foam. Maybe slightly, but not really that much. Well, I don't know why they call it foaming. It does have some fragrance in it. Some people think it's too strong. I personally don't think it's too strong, and it's a rinse-off product, so the fragrance has less of a chance to irritate your skin. I do feel like it's gentle enough. It does have glycerin in it, so that does draw moisture to the skin. The surfactant in here is cocamidal propylbentane. That is going to be the surfactant in here. That's going to be what is cleaning your skin, as well as sodium cocoyl sarcosinate. It's just a good cleanser for day-to-day use. If you wear heavy makeup, I would tell you that this is not going to take it all off in one step, but it is really good for daily cleansing. And the last product we're going to talk about is the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. So this one, I'm actually on my second bottle of now. I did want to try to find a drugstore less expensive moisturizer to use daily, and this has been a really, really good one. I also really love because they have a value size. I wish more brands would come out with value sizes. I think it's more eco-friendly because you are transporting it less times. I am buying it less times. Love that. So anyway, let's get into the ingredients. So there are ceramides in here. This is one of the ingredients they promote. Ceramides you find naturally in your skin, and over time they go away. By adding these ceramides back to the skin, it kind of adds back to that skin barrier. It doesn't have fragrance in here, which a lot of people love. Glycerin is the second ingredient after water, which is great. That is your humectant ingredient that is going to draw moisture to the skin. It also has hyaluronic acid in here as well, also a humectant, to help keep that hydration in the skin. You have things like capric caprylic triglyceride, cetyl alcohol. So this is a really good, simple moisturizer. There's nothing fancy added to it. The fanciest thing is the ceramides. So I'm really glad that I could share some of my more recent favorites with you, especially some of those drugstore options. If you found anything recently that you've been loving, please let me know down below. Let me know what your favorite products are. Now for my little mini life update. Fortunately, I've had some good moments of this year. As you know, as you might have seen, I have moved. I am engaged. Very, very exciting. And I have gotten a little fur baby. This is him. Oh, that's a big yawn. He just woke up. So, and clearly if you've stayed this long, you had some interest in hearing about the little exciting things that have happened in my life. So thank you again so much for watching. Please let me know if there's any specific products you want to see me talk about, any specific content, whatnot. And thank you for watching. And I will see you in my next video.